Then I became what it meant, not all at once. There was no moment that could be isolated and called the change. First, the song existed outside me, complete enough to remain inaccessible. It returned at incorrect intervals through another album, another decision, another version of the same pressure, entering from a different side. The voice remained unfamiliar, its direction did not. I kept arriving at consequences the recording had already contained, without remembering that I had heard them there. The song issued no command, it changed what could pass unnoticed. An old explanation returned. This time, it could not cross the room. Then I became what it meant. The file stayed still. I became one of its consequences. What sounded too complete entered without instruction. What sounded too distant appeared inside a choice. I became what it meant, enough for the voice to stop recurring resemblance, enough for the stranger to continue through me. There was no conversion scene, one boundary moved and stayed moved, one refusal survived the state that produced it. The next album inherited what the previous album had made possible. The next month inherited the correction. Each later record made an earlier record more literal, not inside the lyrics, inside the person, still producing the sequence. I did not memorize what the songs believed. I found it active in what I could no longer accept. Identity updated afterward, consistency arrived first. I changed before the name of the change. I changed before recognition could claim it. The meaning left the speaker, it appeared when no track was playing. Inside the correction made before explanation, inside the sentence I stopped completing. Inside the pattern I refused to repeat. The archive had entered runtime. Runtime changed the next file. The next file returned to the archive, carrying evidence that the return had altered the source. You returned a structure I could not yet inhabit. I returned later as a change source. The next input contained what the previous output had already touched. I looked for the scene. Input became consequence. Consequence became input, 'cause changed position each time I approached it. The loop did not close, it revised the point it returned to. There was no untouched version waiting outside it. No final self was hidden in the song, only a direction, repeating long enough to enter behavior. Only a pressure, remaining consistent while I learned how inconsistent I had been. Then I became what it meant, not all of it, not finally. The file stayed still. I became one of its consequences. What sounded too complete entered without instruction. What sounded like another person became a way I could no longer leave. Then I became what it meant, and meaning changed when it became lived. The song remained, I did not remain outside it. longer the same.